Today is October 11th. It's Jake's birthday. Joe's McFly is with us. We're reacting to the postseason ALDS roster. Just one. Oh, that's good enough. We got to go. We got to talk about this roster. We haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it.
It's brought to you by SeatGeek. They're sponsoring everything we do here for the postseason. Code JOMBOY Playoffs gets you 10% off any ticket. Doesn't matter if you've already used the code. If you want to use it 3 times this postseason, JOMBOY Playoffs gets you there. All right. I'm opening up the roster, and let's see if we're going to be excited or... Oh, shit. Miguel Castro's on. That's a...
Oh, wow.
Okay. Carpenter's on. Marwin is on. Hicks is on.
Lo Castro?
Lo Castro's on.
No Peraza.
No Peraza, no DJ.
Two guys I like. So 2 guys I like.
Clay Holmes is on. Litke's on. Wandy's on. Clark Schmidt's on.
Oh, wow. No Hicks. Oh, yeah, he's there.
No, Hicks is on.
So no DJ, no Peraza. Any pitchers missing? Because we didn't have Castro, so who's the missing pitcher?
Let me pull it up because what we've been doing. No Peraza, no DJ. I understand. Boone was kind of hinting towards that the whole time, and if he's banged up, he's banged up. Let's see. So they have Castro on.
Yeah.
What?
So is that no
Effross?
No Effross.
Oh,
only because that guy was supposed to be like a closing option.
I mean, we did whole episodes about how good Effross was. He's got to be banged up. It's not skill. It's not skill.
Yeah, probably hurt.
Holy shit, no Effross.
I was trying to figure out which pitcher it is.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh,
that's not good.
This is a classic Yankees downer. Opening day, and we have a press conference saying we're not going to pay Judge. The season's been great. The main guys are there, but damn. No, Effross could be fucking huge. The other stuff, Peraza, DJ.
You knew there was.
Knew at
We
least
knew there
was
was an
the
option. We wanted it. The Effross news might be, because now you're gonna pitch Holmes in situations, or unless Tyone Herman are just way more
ready.
I mean, the Tyone quotes. Get ready.
Yeah. He's coming.
Tyone's pitching tonight.
Yeah.
I guess the thing that I don't know is where's Scott Effross and what's the problem? Because let's say we have bigger goals. Let's say this roster is enough to beat Cleveland, which they are. Short 5-game set, you can win anything. Scott Effross is a guy, if we World Series goals was like one of the guys that either had to click or miss, but then another guy had to click if he was going to be one of the misses this postseason. Like where, because when's the last time we saw him? Didn't we see him get outs in Texas?
Dude, it has to be the shoulder. I am I'm pretty beat up over it. I understand Marwin was with the team the whole year. But when you have the versatility that is Waldo, Cabrera, and then if you had Peraza give you
the choice between those two.
With Matt Carpenter being able to go to first, like you're covered. And with Hicks there.
Effross got the save in Texas, 1 inning clean.
It must be the shoulder, man.
Must have been something that barked up.
He's got to be hurt.
And again, I don't think this is make or break for the ALDS.
No,
right.
But Effross might be. We'll have to wait and see because now you're relying on guys in roles that they haven't been. The whole bullpen was already that, but Marwin and Marwin, there's no need for him in this roster.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could have done better by having Peraza there. Peraza. I think you get more creative with like pinch hitting as well.
Yeah.
Especially you got Carpenter, you could be able to do that where you could, I started thinking about scenarios about Carpenter pinch hitting for IKF or one of the catchers.
Well, I wonder now if Carpenter's the pinch hitter for the catchers and Hicks pinch hits for IKF, goes to left field as Waldo Cabrera goes to shortstop. Because we've seen Hicks pinch hit for IKF before. So I think that's kind of how they'd probably be drawing it up, is that Hicks pinch hits for IKF when they want to walk, when they want a lefty, and then he would play left field, and as Waldo would go to short afterwards.
First pinch hitter has to be Matt Carpenter. I mean, before.
But it's still they have options to cover pinch hitting for.
I think IKF is playing.
You don't think he's ever going to get
Straight
pinch hit
up.
for?
No. Unless it's down in the 9th and you have Carpenter. I think
But they
Carpenter's
pinch hit for him with Gallo, and like they've shown that they will pinch hit for IKF
Yeah,
throughout
they
the
pinch
season.
hit for him.
But then who plays shortstop?
Cabrera.
Cabrera.
At the end of a playoff game, you think the Yankees are going to do that? With IKF, whose defense they are
They
over
truly
the
believe
moon at?
in.
I don't think so.
He's not a drop off though, defensively.
In our heads, in the Yankees' heads, he is.
Well, I don't know. What's his DRS? The Yankees just,
Yeah.
they only like DRS. So.
Right. But he's only played, for the Yankees, he's played, what, 4 games at shortstop?
He's played well at every position. Well, I mean, his weakest is left field, but
Right.
And he's going to be starting there.
Oh my god.
oh
What?
Oh my god, he's
Scott Effross needs Tommy Johnson.
Oh,
So he might be out.
Jack Curry
Jack
just
Curry.
tweeted that.
So he might be out.
Hey, an exciting playoff day. A little gut punchy on the roster.
Smokes, man.
Wow, damn. Gut Punch was brought to you by Trade Coffee. If you're looking for a pick-me-up,
Man.
I could use one, Jake.
I put coffee in my guts every day. And Trade Coffee, 450 exceptional coffee. So if you think there's one perfect coffee, you're a fool. But there are 450 types of coffee that can be the right coffee for you. And at Trade Coffee, you take their quiz, bing bong. Do you like light roast? Bang boom. There's different flavors. I've admitted it openly on the air. I like hazelnut. All right? Sue me.
Okay.
So I get my flavored hazelnut coffee. I took the Trade Coffee quiz. I told them my preferences, and then they sent me bags of coffee, and I said, I like these bags. If I didn't like those bags, I could have sent them back, Joe's, and they would have sent me other bags. So drinktrade.com, and with drinktrade.com/Yanks, you will get $30 off your subscription to the best coffees in the country. $30, that's a bunch of cups of Joe's. Drinktrade.com/Yanks, $30 off, plus free shipping at drinktrade.com/Yanks.
All right, so let's go through. We kind of talked about the pinch hitting and that stuff. No DJ. So, man, Marwin's the backup first baseman, so you think Rizzo's going to go pole to pole. I mean, if they pinch run for Rizzo, which is the area where he would get removed from a
He's the guy who
game,
could get pinch run.
Marwin comes into play first.
They made their bench useless.
They did, right? Like this is a
They said we're not going to use our bench.
this is a useless bench besides Carpenter.
They're going to pinch hit Carpenter
Oh,
for
and
one of the
Tilo.
catchers.
They're going to pinch run Tilo.
They're gonna
and
pinch
they're
run
going to
Tilo.
pinch run Tilo.
So if the pinch run,
Marwin and Hicks, I think, are going to be strictly like extra inning kooky.
I wouldn't be shocked if they do the Hicks for IKF thing because they did it during the season in big rallies. But let's go through. Who can Tilo pinch run for? Rizzo, yes.
Yeah.
And then Marwin would play
and that's
first.
Marwin.
Giancarlo.
Stanton,
Late.
Yeah, late. It'd be late.
Yeah.
Be late.
Donaldson,
would.
and then you do
Donaldson, and then you do the ring around.
The
Catchers.
who may be
Yeah.
pinch hit for or
Yeah.
not.
All right.
Not IKF.
No.
Not IKF.
No.
That's the one skill of his.
Would
I
they
really like.
Glaber? I think they would.
For Matt Carpenter, if Matt Carpenter gets on, I could see them pinch running for him. With Tilo.
For Glaber, maybe just because they don't want him to run into an out.
I mean, if
Because
you
he's
need
speedy
if
enough.
you need a game-winning run,
yeah,
like tie game in the 9th or 8th, I think you put in Tilo.
For Glaber?
I guess it kind of depends the vibes.
See,
I don't
see
think
like
so.
what the
You know what it
lineup
is? If you need a game-tying run,
if it's 9th inning and Glaber's on second,
if you're
yes.
down one,
If it's 7th, 8th,
you put Tilo
no,
in.
because
Yeah.
you want to use him for other guys.
I love Carrera for this roster because he allows you to pinch hit for different people, and you could just put him there. And that's
it allows him to
pretty
be able
cool.
to pinch hit, pinch run for whatever the situation is, because Oswaldo can go somewhere else, Hicks to left.
I'm worried about this bullpen, guys.
well,
Yeah, let's talk bullpen.
there's 2 guys in the bullpen that we've talked about a little bit. Well, one we haven't talked about a lot, but they've been talking about, and it's Tyone. They're going to use him as a weapon. They believe in it. Interested to see. I mean, starting pitching, going to the bullpen. Does JMO's stuff tick up a little bit? His fastball can be his best pitch. Like when JMO's at his most effective, his fastball is 95 up in the zone, right? Does that tick up to 96, 97? And can he be a 2-pitch guy? Maybe. Let's see what JMO's got out of the pen. The other guy that we've mentioned a lot, but now with the Effross news, Domingo Germán has to have a big playoff.
has to have a big playoff. It's funny you mentioned before when we were talking
When we talked.
about that big 1 2/3. It was more than 1 2/3 that he had against the Rays in that big game last year for
3.1.
Taillon.
3.1.
But I think that'll be good, and maybe we'll. I'm just thinking about 2009 and how Hughes and
There's
Java hit the
Phil
pen.
Hughes, Taillon comps, the way
Yeah.
they pitch.
Right.
Similar bodies.
I'm coming around to it. And I like it, the idea of it. I don't
Being
like
the pure closer was a little off.
saying he was going to close games. I didn't like
Yes.
that quote. He does throw strikes. He does attack the zone. I do. He's got balls. He's gutsy. I don't think he's going to wilter or be scared at all. Like we've seen that the last couple of years. We've seen Yankees pitchers wilter and be scared, or be overcome a lot.
And like we
saw Hap visibly shaking on
That's
the mound in
crazy.
Fenway.
Yeah.
Sevy in the wild card game, just nerves got the best of him, like wild.
Yes.
Davey.
Jack Curry following up on Effross, still trying to determine how and when he injured himself. He pitched 1 inning on October 3rd.
Clean.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Like Effross doesn't know when
That's
that
a big
happened.
blow.
It is. I mean, he was supposed to be like a funky weapon. Like that's a brutal guy to see in a playoff series. Something. Starting pitchers, Jim. This is something you're on a lot. I mean, starting pitchers. Baseball's changed, and now there are guys that try to be relievers, but most relievers start off as starting pitchers. Starting pitchers are traditionally better than relievers. We're seeing for the Phillies, Zach Eflin is coming in, and he's kind of being their closer. And he's, starting pitcher swing guy normally. His fastball is 93 normally. Like, he's not a velo guy, and he's closed out their playoff games. So, who Jameson Taillon can be, the Yankees clearly believe in it. And, hey, maybe in a week or so, we are stoked that he's out there.
Could we see the Yankees try to Washington National this? I mean, I don't know if they will, but it's a possibility, I guess. On throw days, I would not love to do that with Sevy.
I've been begging for it, so.
With Severino? I don't know.
No,
if I
with
like
Herman
that.
and Taillon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been begging for 4 years. I've been saying in the postseason you need to make starters relievers.
Yes,
been the formula.
that's fine.
Herman, I think is good. Taillon, I'm getting into that. So
We're going to find out.
all right. Yankees have so much money off this roster. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I understand it's injuries, and some are forced injuries.
And that happens.
And disciplinary.
But still, Britton, Chapman, DJ, Benintendi, Montas is around $50 million on not on the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts. Let's talk lineup before we're going to be live for the pregame show. Once lineup does get announced, we'll talk about it. But Joe's, while we have you here, our best guess, Jake, ours stays intact even with the roster moves. But Joe's, your opinion, Judge leading off?
Yeah, I think you've been doing that all the way down the stretch. I think until Benintendi comes back, which maybe, hopefully we're talking about that next series, you keep Judge at that leadoff spot. You want to get him the most at-bats possible. I think that the key to the lineup is Giancarlo.
Judge, Rizzo 2.
Rizzo 2.
So then, do you think they're going to go Glaber 3, Donaldson 4, Stanton 5? I don't think so. I saw beat reporters guessing that because they did that a lot. And Jake and I want Stanton 4, Glaber 3. Glaber 3, Stanton 4.
You can't have Stanton below 4.
No, Cabrera 5 to bring a lefty there.
I didn't think about that, but I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if you want to. Cabrera doesn't get scared. That's the thing.
He's
he doesn't
never been
never
scared.
been scared.
He doesn't get spooky season.
Doesn't
He's
get
like, what do
spooky
you
season.
mean?
He's like, what is it? This is baseball.
I love pumpkins.
I love all the moments.
We're all skeletons.
Yeah. What? All right. Well,
But then the problem with that, because that is the best, is it really makes the bottom 4 of the lineup. If Donaldson has been Middleton,
we don't need that.
Bader is not out there to hit.
No.
IKF,
Not out there to hit.
the catchers have been nice,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not out there to
So
hit.
that's where there's a thought that I think there's a possibility we see Oswaldo Cabrera 7th to split up the righties at the bottom, and then also you could do Rizzo 3. You go Judge, Glaber, Rizzo 3, and then you spread out the lefties better since you only have 2 of them. But I don't know.
Yeah. I love Giancarlo either 3 or 4. I think either or, I have no problems, no qualms with that. I think given his playoff pedigree and who he is and the way he locks in and now this little rest time that he's had, I love Giancarlo there. Glaber is interesting. I need him to keep doing what he's doing because he starts changing things up, then he's not the player that should be batting third, kind of. But I need Rizzo to protect Judge. That's like important.
Yeah.
All right, we were gonna try to keep this really tidy, but we kind of got shocking news.
That's shocking news.
Got news.
The last thing I want to say is I saw someone in our YouTube chat say like Tyone's going to be the long man.
Maybe.
The way they're talking about it, I wouldn't expect that. I think Herman is the long man. I think they want Tyone. Say Cole pitches 6.5 plus. It seems like they want Tyone to get the 6.7 spot, like this, or the 7.8 spot. Like it seems like they have Tyone as one of the top 3 in the pen. Like Loizaga, Trevino, Tyone.
Things you need to know.
Wandy. Those are the
Things
4
you need to watch for. If they bring Tyone into the middle of an inning, that's a mistake.
You
have guys.
That
You
was the
have
next thing I was gonna
Trevino.
ask
You
about.
have Wandy. You can't do that to Tyone.
Agree.
I'm guessing. I'm interested to see with Tyone. I could see them giving him the start of the 8th inning, and if it's clean, go for the 2 inning.
Do it.
If it's not, then you saw him and you have either Lou, Johnny, or whoever you didn't use. So I wouldn't want him to be the first guy out of the pen, even if Cole does 6 and we're clapping and it's the 7th inning. I still don't think JMO should be the first guy out of the pen.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's not a possibility that he'll go long. I'm just saying he's also, it seems very much a possibility to be.
From everything they've said,
2-inning guy.
He's part of paths to victory.
If Cole has to come out at 4.1, that Domingo would be the early long man. The early long.
Yeah.
So another, on the topic of JMO, has not come out of the bullpen in the big leagues. So
no, never.
It looks like never, right?
You wish they would have done it once. You
saw
them
thought
do
this
it.
was an option.
Didn't they do it with
once.
Hap? Even they
Hap,
messed
I think
around
Monty,
with
they
Hap.
did it
Monty,
once.
they when they were planning on stuff. CC, they did it in the regular season. So it's kind of odd they didn't even prep for that.
Well, at least they communicated that with him, I'm assuming, versus Hap. It seems like you remember, they just kind of, hey, we're going to start Davey and put you right after.
We were trying to trick the other team and themselves.
Yeah.
Like they should have at least done like an opener,
right.
Jam or something, just to do something.
Started.
All right, just a reminder, we will be live on the YouTube channel for the pregame show once the lineup is announced, and then we will be...
Jake and I were probably for playoffs, we're back to when both lineups are out. It should be around the same time anyway.
Should know the Guardians lineup.
We can
for playoffs.
We can get the Guardians lineup while live if they're taking a while.
We'll
Once the Yankees come out,
we'll give
our
like a
audience is
15-minute
gonna wanna be
grace.
there.
Depends what we want the pregame show to be, but yeah.
And then we'll be live on Talkin Yanks YouTube tonight, right?
After,
during the game.
The stream is on.
So join us. Should be fucking wonky time because my chest is already kind of like the no bad and shanks. All right, stupid, but
Win.
Effross news.
Still should be a winning roster.
So it doesn't hurt.
Still
them.
should be a winning
It doesn't hurt
roster.
the main formula at all. But Effross does in the bullpen.